I decided to go to Mangaļi station by train just to continue my adventures, going around all Riga districts and seeing what is the infrastructure level there. And well, yeah, as you can see, there's the old historic train station building and all this Soviet infrastructure which hasn't seen any repairs, but soon there will be a project where we will overhaul our suburban rail infrastructure, so there will be raised platforms on all Riga's train stations, so that will be interesting to compare how it looks afterwards. Here we can see the cheapest kami blocks in Riga, where you can buy a flat. It's kind of out from the city center. I think it's 18 minutes maybe by train from city center, so it's not that far, but still it's kind of Soviet micro districts there. And here you can see, could see on the right side, Mangaļi Shashlik place, very famous, but it's more famous in the 90s or early 2000s, I guess. Now it's more like some relic of the past. But yeah, there's that one. And here I went to the other side of that commie block. It's here. So Liebzed, I think that's how it was called. Yeah, the area around station, and here there's not much great infrastructure there. There's some kind of path, but you can go directly to Mežaparks or Forest Park, which is like the biggest park in Riga, where we also have the National Song and Dance Festival and all kinds of big concerts. They are also building a bicycle lane near the road, so at least there will be some improvements in future. But yeah, I went straight to the Mežaparks, and it was kind of interesting that there's no actually any indication from this side that you are going actually to Mežaparks or some kind that there's this entrance to the park from this side, because usually people come from the other side, which is like the more prestigious one, but you can also enter here. And I think maybe with the new station and with the new trains that will arrive next year or so, maybe this area could be like a bit more developed in future. But yeah, as you can see here, there's people biking and not much to do actually. I think um, if you go like on one side on the other, there's some kind of a, I think it was this golf field and the basketball court for street ball. And here you can see the new National Song and Dance Festival ground that we have rebuilt, or it was basically built anew. The old one was torn down, and this is now the new one. So it looks glorious, and yeah, I just kind of wish that maybe they could make it also like combined with the football stadium or something like that, because maybe that would be cool if we, although we are not really a football nation and we probably wouldn't gather so many people there, but actually it can accommodate a fair number of people. So we had this a concert of a famous Latvian band Prāta Vētra, which had more than 60,000 people, of course without the seating places. So I think that with the song festival, if there are 15, 16,000 singers, and then maybe seating places for 20,000 or something. So maybe in total there could be some 40,000 people, or maybe even if they stretch it out, maybe we can have 60,000 there. So I'm not sure what is the full capacity for like song and dance festival, because due to COVID we haven't had one actually so far. So we'll see in future. As we can see, it's 7 kilometers from Riga center. There's not much biking infrastructure. People are just going on the sidewalk, as we can see. There's some newly built houses, or maybe renovated, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then it's just a long walk further out to civilization or something that doesn't resemble suburbia that much, because here it's just mostly private housing. And yeah, rather well-off people live here. I'm not sure if the richest of the Latvians, people of Riga area, because we also have Jurmaland. places like that, but definitely there's a lot of wealthy people who prefer to live here because it's really green and the park and everything, and I guess it's a good place to live. Definitely a lot of fresh air and not not much of the car traffic and all these older buildings because it was already started to become like this paradise for wealthy people at the beginning of the 20th century or even a bit before that. So yeah, and this is already out of that area, so we can see some Soviet community blocks there and some new office building which was recently built there in the foreground. So that's it. I didn't really spend a lot of time because it was really hot that day. Just wanted to have a brief walk around the area because I haven't been actually to Mežaparks for some time, so I also wanted to see if they started to build this new building there, which they also plan to have like 12 or story or something like that. Housing project similar to those community blocks in size. So I just wanted to see if something happens, but no, nothing has been started yet. So that's it.